Today, we're standing at the intersection of history and possibility. I'm with Michael and Christie, the visionaries reimagining Ruston's old power and water district into something truly extraordinary. What once fueled the city is now being transformed into a downtown space filled with life, connection, and opportunity. And I can't wait for you to hear how this dream came to life. So you said that you walked on this property in 2017 and immediately called your wife. And what was that conversation like?
After walking through the buildings, they're spectacular. They're old industrial buildings, and they just have a lot of personality to them. They lent to the downtown. So when I called her, she being an architect, said, look, I know you know these buildings. You've had to buy them before, but I think it's something we need to look at doing. Mm-hmm. And she did say no.
I probably did at first. I usually say no like 3 times before I'm like, okay, fine, let's go.
So did you just drive by and happen to see them? How did you come over here?
So I'd come over to look with a realtor friend at some other properties, and we happened to come by this site. And so called and said, hey, can we take a look at this site? And the city had owned it, and walked through it. And the mayor at the time said they were interested in having some type of revitalization or redevelopment here. The site had a lot of problems at the time. And so we enjoy problematic properties. And so we just decided we would punch away at it. And so for the next 2 years, we worked with the city, we worked with all the different regional folks to get the properties kind of teed up. And then we bought the properties in 2019, 2020, and then we worked on a development plan.
So what I'm hearing is you enjoy a challenge.
We love challenges. The harder the problems are, we're good at solving really hard problems.
Yeah. And then you said that you were part of the architectural team that helped make this place what it is.
That's right. Which, of course, with a project this scale, you don't do that by yourself. And we worked with Mike Walpole, who's here from Ruston, and his team. And they were great to work with architectural for this building. And I went to Louisiana Tech to get an architecture degree too. So this project's been near and dear to my heart.
Yeah. And you said that y'all made a point to work with local talent on this project.
Yes. And we have a lot of exciting local talent. So, of course, I mentioned our architects, but also there's an artist, Joey Slaughter, that I've long been a fan of. And because we typically do historic projects, it's like I can never fit his artwork into my project. So I was like, okay, for this one, we're doing a project just completely based on his artwork and collaborating with him. So one of our restaurant concepts, Tank Burger, basically starts with Joey. I'm like, Joey, come on, let's sit down. And so we've been designing together and working on making a really fun and exciting space for Tank Burger.
And that's going to be down that way.
In the tank.
In the water
tank.
tank.
Water tank?
Yes.
Oh, Tank Burger, duh.
Yeah. So this is the water tank that the city used for a long, long time. Of course, we have the diesel power plant, and therefore is the name of our development, the Power and Water, which Michael came up with. And I got to say, it's been a really fun concept to work on.
Yeah. No, that's great. I love the theme, and Tank Burger, that's incredible. And then how many apartments are available in total?
So in the Power Building apartments, there are 18 apartments, 1, 2, and 3 bedrooms. The spaces are huge. You'll see with the height of the ceilings and all the old cast iron beams and pipes and things. It's a very industrial look and very modern.
Oh, no, when I saw them, I think I said it to everyone I knew, and I was like, have you all seen what it looks like inside here? I have to walk you through. I'm going to die. I'm going to gag at the beauty.
But it was such a naturally beautiful space already. I mean, so we tried typically with historic spaces to kind of touch them gently and stay out of the way. One of my favorite features of the building is that when you walk down the corridor, we made the second floor walkway a catwalk so that you can still perceive the full height of the original building. And in that space is also, I guess it's a freight elevator or lift that you can see. You can look up and see the original industrial lift that's there. It's on a rail, and all that's still there to be enjoyed. So
that is incredible. I love every aspect of that, especially that y'all preserved what was already here. That makes it so special. Now, this room that we're in, what was this?
So I was told it was the meter room. So there are parts of this campus that were around in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and then you can see the layers as they leveled up over the years. You know, the red brick buildings, I think, are the most historic pieces. There's this room. There's where there's going to be another restaurant in the center of the campus, and then the industrial building, which is the yellow brick building. But each one, if you look back in the historical records, were built a little bit different timelines, and each had their different purpose. I think some controlled the water tank.
Okay.
I think the other controlled parts of the power plant. And so each had their purpose, and each, I think, aligned with the timelines of those power or water pieces.
Yeah. No, this is great. Did y'all have any hiccups or like challenges along the road of this?
I think every historic building has its own set of challenges, but we've tried to maintain the original iron windows, and so we had to put insulated glass because we wanted to soundproof it.
Yeah.
We've done everything we can to make these as energy efficient as possible, as soundproof as possible, so you get a great quality living experience because you're in the middle of a downtown development district. There's a train track nearby, so all those little things matter when you're doing these redevelopments.
Yeah, no, it's a perfect spot, and you can go and walk and really get anywhere downtown and then just go home. I would live here.
Yep.
Do y'all have a favorite thing that happened during this whole project that sticks out to you?
So there was one fun moment when we were doing excavation, and so there was a ton of ground that we had to excavate, right? So as we're going down, there are pipes in the ground from the original water pipe situation when there was the city's water tank. Well, they found these valve sets, and so as they were digging, they hit one of the valves. Well, there was never an anticipation that these were all live active lines. And so it was a live active line that was 24 inches water line, and water went everywhere, and it was a wild day, but they finally got it knocked off and cut it off at another point. So
did y'all save any of the valves as a moment?
You will see several components throughout the development that'll be integrated back in either an architectural feature or a piece of furniture.
Would you say that was your favorite experience through all this too? Was hitting the wall?
No, that was not. No, for me, it's just so fun to watch the vision come together. I mean, it's pretty typical. I think one of my favorite features of the property is the dining space that was added on to our restaurant, the Edison. It's sort of like this light box that we created to kind of lean into the power aspect of the development. So the whole thing sort of lifts off the ground and glows. So it's like this light cube attached to the historic building.
We're going to see.
Yes, you'll see it from the outside. So just watching it come to life is, of course, it's the best at night. It's beautiful.
And it's not finished yet. We have our decorative lighting coming in, a bunch of other components that are still coming in, but you start to see the canvas that's been painted with that, and you come here through the night and all the glowing that's going on around the campus. It's a really romantic place to kind of walk through, and you enjoy this development from the outside. So you pull in from the outside, you park on the outside, then you walk to the inside. So all the pedestrian foot traffic, all the kind of the town square will be right there between the top of the tank and the Edison and the other restaurants. Yes, so our culinary program here is going to be about illuminated cuisine because, one, it's the Power and Light Water District, so illuminating things, but using as much local flavor as we can. We're going to rotate the menu at least once a quarter. So, during peach season, we'll have peach-inspired desserts and things that are incorporated into the foods. And then when you look back at what's going on next door with the farmers market, we'll be using different products and produce out of there to incorporate into our food ecosystem here too. So local, fun, fresh ingredients that inspire you and illuminate the cuisine.
This project is about more than apartments, restaurants, or amenities. It's about honoring Ruston's past while building its future. Michael and Christie are proof that when vision meets heart, incredible things happen. This is how Ruston grows, evolves, and keeps its soul. This is the vibe, and this is the vibe of Ruston.
Never seen something so beautiful in our lives.